So today I will be showing how I made these canister signs using my Cricut. So I'm just going to open up my Cricut design space, and I'm going to go over here to the left hand side and open up shapes. So I just want to get an idea on what my cylinders would look like. So I'm going to come over here to the unlock and put in my measurements. So I know one is going to be 4 inches by 3.5. And this is just to give me a visual for my sign. So I'm going to change the color to white so it's easier to see. And then I'm going to come over here to text, and I'm going to type in what I want it to be, which I want it to be, say, cotton balls. And I'm going to come over here to text, and I'm going to go to system because I don't have any of them downloaded from Cricut. And I'm just going to choose a text that I like. And I'll select this one. So of course it's way too big. So I'm going to unlock it, and I'm just going to use these arrows here to size it down. And then I'll put it here so I can get a good idea on what size I want it to be. Now, because this is a big space in between here, I'm going to come up on the side, ungroup lines. So I could move this and this separately, because if I just push ungroup, then all the letters would have been ungrouped and I have to move each of them individually. So I kind of learned that yesterday. Anyway, so yes, putting them just a little closer together. And now I do want to be able to ungroup the letters so I can move them just a little bit closer. And now I'm going to highlight, the whole thing and then come down here and press attach. So again, this square here is just so I can get a visual on how big I want my lettering to be to fit the canister that it's going on. So I'm going to press unlock again and then kind of size it on how I want it to fit on my canister. And so this particular thing I think looks good. So I can get rid of this and just move this to the side. Now my other canister is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go back to my shapes, back to square, and then I'm going to unlock it and put in my measurements again. And this one is 5.5 long. And I'll go back and make it white and then open up my text again. And this one will be Q-tips. And I just realized the canister that it's going on is actually the smaller one. So I need to regroup that. Okay, so when I'm done measuring and figuring out how I like it, I don't need the shapes, so. And then all I have to do is come up here and go to make it. Oh, first I need to go back so that it could be all one cut. I need to highlight it and I need to press attach. That way when I go to make it, it will attach it into just one cut, and then I'm able to separate it as I please on my own. So now I'm just going to turn on my Cricut, and it's probably more helpful if I plug it in first. Now I'm going to turn on my Cricut, and then I gotta open it first. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so I'm going to take my mat, take out the plastic. Now I haven't had my Cricut for more than like 2 weeks, and my mat is already jacked up, so, but it still works. So I'm going to take my vinyl, and of course I'm using purple because, you know, I love purple. I don't care what anybody says. So I'm going to put on my mat. Now I don't cut it to size until after it's been cut on the here. Okay, and then on my computer I'm going to press continue. And I need to make sure that I change this to vinyl or it will just eat through my vinyl. And hopefully I did all of this right. And I press the load and then press continue. Okay, so now that that's all done, and I think it looks good. By the way, I'm still new at this, so, you know, sometimes I really don't know what I'm doing. But I'm just gonna take my vinyl off and put my plastic back on it. And then what I shall do is get my scissors. And then now, now I will cut where, you know, where I need it. And then I can save this extra for another project, which I will be doing. Okay, and then now I'm just gonna cut this in half so that I can have 2 different pieces. Now, as far as the transfer paper, I will just put my vinyl on it and then measure what I need. So I will get my spatula. Now they say you should get some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and rub it on whatever your surface is so that it can have a better stick. And I don't have that with me here, so I'm gonna go get that. Okay. Now, what I want to do is, I want to peel this off. I don't know if I was supposed to mirror this. I don't think I was. We're gonna see. I believe I take my transfer paper and transfer it on. it there like so. And then peel it off. Oh, this is gonna work out nice. So I get my jar. So I get my jar and I put it exactly where I want it to be. And I take my scraper again and just make sure it's on real good. And then when you start to peel back, you want to make it flat. And it is on like so. I did it, guys. And literally it's my first time transferring vinyl on a project like this. So I did a video where I did my folders, but I was a little nervous about this one. I don't know why. Okay, so I had ran into some technical difficulties. Can you see how this end is up here like this and this A is a little crooked? Because I didn't get my transfer paper on there right, and then this was all off. It was a big mess. This is not a video that's gonna show you how it just perfectly works out, and it's just so easy. I mean, it's easy, but like you're gonna make mistakes, and literally this is my first time. But I'm so happy with it because I'm not a perfectionist. I'm just happy I got it on there, and I'm happy of how it looks. So I put this in my bathroom and it looks all pretty and decorated. And I finally did another DIY that I felt like I never really have time for. So whoop whoop to me. And it only gets better from this if I keep on. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. You know, it's free, and then you can be able to see all my other videos coming up, whether it's a lock style or a loose natural, if I'm working on clients, and get some inspiration ideas on how to style your hair.